Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So for today's video, we are going to do the one flaw each top young NBA player needs to work on this summer. This is the article by Adam Frommel, who in the past has taken a lot of L's with his articles. But basically, these are guys that are, you know, up-and-comers in the NBA, or guys that are currently really good, but they're just still on the young side, still developing into the max potential player they can be out there. So I'm curious if we are going to agree or disagree with any of these guys. As always, let me know in the comment section below if you agree with these. Let me know if there's a certain player on this list that's not on this list that should be on here. They're like, yeah, this player really needs to work on that. Also, if you guys can do me a quick favor and drop a like on this video, it would be greatly appreciated. Here we go, man. So the first one we have is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Oh, what the hell, dog? Damn, it scared the hell out of me. Giannis Antetokounmpo, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, or Antetokounmpo. Leave me alone. I don't know how to say it, man. It says he needs to work on his perimeter shooting. Now, this right here, man, I kind of disagree with. The reason I disagree with that is because he's still putting up, like, numbers. He puts up the scoring, the rebounding, the playmaking numbers out there. It's like, I don't think that you absolutely need to be a dominant shooter to really be great in the NBA. I feel like what he does is fine out there. When it comes to shooting, he does all right, man. He averaged, what, 23 points per game last season. He gives me a little bit better shooter. All right, maybe that's 25 points or 27 points. All right, yeah, that's a little bit better. And I kind of disagree with him, man. I don't feel like he needs to absolutely be an amazing shooter. What he's doing out there is fine. Just work on fine-tuning what you're already doing well out there. I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to become a better jump shooter, man, whatever works for you. Next up, we have Devin Booker, and it says defense in general. Now, when I think of Devin Booker, in most cases, I would probably say the number one thing he needs to work on is consistency. Because, yeah, like, he'll have those games where he gets like 70 points, but he's not always the most efficient shooting guard. It seems like sometimes he puts up a lot of, you know, shots to get to the numbers that he gets to. I mean, he averaged 22 points a game. He's only 20 years old, so it's absolutely crazy, man. Well, he's, you know, 20 going into the next season, I should say. And, you know, I always, when he first came to the league, he kind of reminded me of Klay Thompson from the offensive standpoint. Now, the thing that makes Klay Thompson such a complete player is his defense. So, yeah, if Devin Booker wants to go down that route, I mean, I know some other people have, you know, gave him this guy the torch of being the next Kobe Bryant. I feel like he needs a lot more to do that. I would probably say Klay Thompson's a good player to maybe mold yourself around if that's who you're trying, you know, what you're trying to go for. Next up, we have Joel Embiid, health. No damn well, dog. Damn, Adam. Yeah, of course the boy needs to be healthy. How do you work on health, dude? How do you work on health, man? Yeah, is it just one day it's like you're gonna go to the gym, man, and hit up some reps and be like, yeah, man, what you working on today? Oh, you know, man, I'm gonna work on trying to, you know, not get out for 20 more games. I don't know, man. I kind of disagree with this right here. It's like, yeah, that's not really a basketball thing. That's just an unfortunate thing. You know, if Derrick Rose, yeah, if he worked on his, maybe if he worked on his health a little bit better, he'd be an MVP again. It's like, no, man, it's part of his body. Yeah, I guess you could do like physical therapy type stuff out there, but it's like, I don't know if that's really an aspect of your game that you really work on. It's kind of an L right there if you ask me, man. Yeah, I guess what he played, you know, 30. Yeah, he only played 31 games though. So I mean, yeah, if you can put in a full 82 games, that would be nice. Gary Harris, takeover instinct. Now, I watched Gary Harris who played at Michigan State quite a bit, and I do think he's a good shooting guard. I think he's a good two-way shooting guard. He's got the defense, you know, on point. I don't think that every shooting guard necessarily needs to have the takeover instinct. I mean, when I look at Gary Harris, do I think superstar? Do I think, you know, Kobe mentality? Do I feel like a guy like Dwayne Wade that can go out there and just make the clutch plays, or Carmelo Anthony? Not really, man. I see Gary Harris being a number 2, possibly number 3 option on a championship team. In that case, you know, you're not really the number 1 guy. I don't think that's what he needs to work on in his game. I don't know, man. So far, I'm not really agreeing with a lot of these. Nikola Jokic, interior defense. Now, when I think of Nikola Jokic, he pretty much is a guard in a big man's body. I mean, some of the things he does, some of the passes he makes, it's like, is that Chris Paul out there? It's like, no, that's a center doing this stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like that his greatest strengths is also his weakness, in the sense that what makes him great is that he's so quick for a big guy, just some of the things he does out there. But also, I mean, you're not going to have a guard and centers out there, so he needs to work on that part of his game too. But I think him only being 22, he kind of came on the scene this season. Nobody really expected him to be this great. I think he was a second round or something like that. So, yeah, man, he definitely is turning heads. And only being 22, he definitely has time to work on things like his interior defense. Although he averaged about 1 steal, 1 block a game, so it's definitely not a bad start. All right, now we got Zach LaVine, off-ball defense. Yeah, you don't want guys hitting the backcourt. I remember, man, I was on the 8th grade basketball team. this bitch ass used to always, man, hit me with that back cut. It used to piss me off, dude, because he would always get wide open for the layup, and I would get yelled at by my coach, and I didn't make the team next year. So yeah, man, if you want to make the team with Zach LaVine, you got to work on that off-ball defense. But you can also argue that what Zach LaVine needs to work on, if you want to go with the health route, like what they did with Joel Embiid, it's like, you know, getting healthy again. And that's going off Adam Frommel logic. In my opinion, that's something to really work on. You could just, you know, work on, I don't know, man. Interior defense, or off-ball defense, yeah. Okay, I'm going with that. I mean, he's still young, so that's, defense is just something, it's like, I guess it can somewhat come in time. Nerlens Noel, mid-range jump shots. Yes, 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 yes. To be a successful big man in this league, to be like a starter, a guy that Dallas wants you to be part of their future, their rebuild, you got to be able to do something offensively, man, besides just crashing the board. Yeah, I guess you got your DeAndre Jordans. Those are the rare cases out there. But for the most part, man, you got to be able to hit that mid-range jump shot, man. Just, you know, little elbow jump shots. Get it up to maybe, I don't know. Well, I'm talking 2K ratings, like 80 overall. I can't talk percentages very good, so I'm, you know, I play too much 2K and stuff. Yeah, he averaged 9 points a game. He's only 23. Of course, another one of those players that was kind of injured a lot. He said he's deadly from the alley-oop. But, I mean, if you want to be the next DeAndre Jordan, it's like, I guess you don't really need to work on that. Just keep on getting better at rebounding. Like I said, what DeAndre Jordan brings to the table is also about 13 rebounds a game. Your 6 rebounds isn't quite that. So, I mean, you can get there eventually, I'm sure. And now we got Jusuf Nurkic, I think it's how you say it, conditioning. Well, that just, you know, that just comes with the fact with, you know, for his early career, he was a bench player on the Denver Nuggets. I mean, he was a backup to Nikola Jokic. They ended up trading, I forgot who it was to get him, but they ended, you know, the Trailblazers ended up getting him. And yeah, man, it's just a matter of getting some minutes under your belt, to get some miles, you know, some NBA miles on you. That's not going to take long, like, especially having a good offseason, like, going with the mindset that, yes, I am going to be the starter this season. I really got to work on my conditioning. You know, you go from playing 15 minutes a game to going up, you know, to the lower 30s or something like that. Yeah, man, yeah, that's something he can definitely work on, and I think that's something he'll definitely do, assuming he gets, you know, healthy from his injury, too. And now we got Jabari Parker, another one that's defense in general. So this is kind of, Jabari Parker is kind of one of those awkward position players where it's like, I personally see him more as a small forward, but he actually is playing the power forward position. So yeah, it's like, because he averaged 20 points a game, damn dude. It's pretty much like the same scenario, putting like a Carmelo Anthony at the power forward position. He's naturally a small forward. Yes, he can play power forward. He's going to struggle on defense. You know, really what you got to do, man, is just move your feet, and you also got to really strengthen up. You got to bulk up a little bit more to play that, but at the same time, you bulk up too much, that kind of takes away some of that quickness and some of that edge that you would have over some other power forwards out there. Although, man, another good case to mold your game around, Draymond Green, undersized power forward, one of the best defensive players in the NBA. And now we got Elfrid Payton shooting. Elfrid Payton, a very interesting player, guys. The man is a, I mean, he had like, what, like 5 triple-doubles last season, so he definitely has potential to be that. And, yeah, I would definitely say his jump shot, something that's very weak. If you want to be a good guard in the NBA, now this is different from what I was saying about Giannis. If you want to be a good guard in this league, you got to be able to shoot the basketball, plain and simple. It's just, it's just where the NBA is at these days. You got to be able to knock down consistently. I'm going to say, I don't know, man, if you can get to like 32% from 3, that would be fine. You know, you don't got to be no Steph Curry out there, but you got to make them respect you out there, man. The only real player that ever got away with it in recent memory was Rajon Rondo, but that's because he had Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett on his team. So you don't quite have that on the Orlando Magic. Maybe someday, but definitely not right now. All right, next we got Kristaps Porzingis defending in space. Well, you know, for a 7'3" guy, I'm gonna say he's pretty hella quick, man. He's pretty quick player out there, but really like like defending in space. I mean, yeah, he's quick, but he's not going to be quicker than a guy that's like 6'10 or 6'11 or something like that on offense. So, that, I guess you can work on your lateral movements and everything like that, but part of it, once again, just comes down to his body type. And I feel like for what he brings, he's doing all right out there. He also averaged 2 blocks a game and almost a steal, so sounds pretty good to me, man. D'Angelo Russell, interior finishing. Did not catch a lot of Lakers games this season, to be honest. I've not really watched a lot of D'Angelo Russell throughout his career. I know he's got a nice little lefty jump shot out there, but yeah, as far as like driving to the basket, you know, a lot of the top-notch point guards, you got your Chris Pauls, your Damian Lillards, your Stephen Curry's, Russell Westbrook's, all those guys can attack the basket. Yes, they can knock down the jump shot in most cases, but you know, to really get hot from the arc, it's all about getting into that you know, free throw line and attacking the basket and really getting those easy baskets. So that will all come in time, though. It's just a lot of it is adjusting your game and kind of slowing down out there too. Next we got Karl-Anthony Towns, defensive understanding. don't really know what they mean about this. I feel like he's already been a very great superstar this season. Like, he's only, what, 21? Look at those stats, guys. 25 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. Defensive understanding, I guess, does he get a lot of fouls or something like that? I'm not really seeing anything that like he really needs to improve on that aspect. I don't really agree with that one either. Maybe I just don't understand it. Myles Turner passing. Okay, yeah, if you really want to be like a dynamic big guy, if you want, because you got your DeMarcus Cousins, Marcus Gasols, Nikola Jokic's, who really have improved and really changed the game for the center position, being able to pass the basketball. I mean, yeah, you got your Andre Drummonds, your DeAndre Jordans that don't really pass the ball that great, but they still dominate in other ways. So it really matters, like, how you want to elevate your game. Like, do you want to be known as this type of center or this type of center? So I guess that's really up to him, like, what he really wants to do in the future. And being able to hit that three-point shot, that mid-range shot, it sounds like he'll be more of like a stretch big guy anyway. So I would say being able to hit that jump shot, being multi-dimensional out there, would definitely benefit him. So I do agree with that one. And I think this is, we got one more left here, guys. We got Andrew Wiggins, off-ball defense. So same with Zach LaVine. Yeah, but when it comes to off-ball defense, knowing when players are going to cut to the basket and knowing when players are going to pop up for the three or get hit with that pick and roll or need to adjust on that, that really just comes with understanding the pace of the NBA game. It's different than college, different than high school, and Wiggins is definitely coming into his own, guys. I mean, only 22, or 21, I should say, was last season. He had 24 points per game, 4 rebounds, 2.3 assists. That's going to come in time. I have no doubt about that. Not really sure it's something you can work on in the offseason, but something that he can definitely work on in his NBA minutes out there. I still don't expect the Timberwolves to be like that team next season. I still think they're a few years away. But, you know, between him and Zach LaVine and Karl-Anthony Towns, all three of those guys was on this list here. They're definitely going to be a good team in the future. So let me know in the comment section below, guys, what you all think about this list. If there's anybody want to add on to it, anybody that should be taken off or something that should be changed. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like my video and subscribe if you're new to my channel. And peace out, my friends.